All right, so you guys got the draft pulled up.
I do, yeah.
I've got it.
I did not do what I said I was gonna do, and whatever. I'll just have to switch scenes when I start the game, so I can adjust that stuff quick. But all right, let's switch. All right, so I mean, pretty. I got the wrong. Got the teams on the wrong side, but pretty standard like bands against Elm with the Diana Echo against Trevor, but they actually left up the Kazakhs, which he'll play whenever he gets the chance. I feel like, but sorry, I had to make sure to that's up. But I know Trevor in the past has said like, well, Kazakhs isn't like, which I agree with, isn't like as good in the organized fives because games are generally less chaotic, and KDA's been playing together since college and are like longtime friends and have that, whatever that cohesion, that the synergy. Where they're not gonna like, probably not gonna be like caught out all the time, and no one's tracking anyone or talking. So Kazakhs could be tough into that, but Trevor is certainly one that if someone's gonna make it work, it's probably him.
I also I think part of it too is getting rid of his APs. Very important. Just like the 80s are good, the Vi, the Kazakhs are all scary, but it's a different beast when he gets fed on these APs.
Absolutely.
And then the Mundo on top of that, also fantastic band.
Very staple for their top lane now.
Yeah, always does well on that pick. So.
Yup. And then
KDA picking up some huge power picks though in the first three. I think J4 is insane right now. Xayah is probably the best AD carry in my opinion. Asol obviously broken.
Yeah, when we got to that point, I was going to mention I'm very surprised that Asol not only didn't get banned, but made it all the way to Blue 3. That's kind of insane to me that he did not get picked up. And I mean, maybe people have different reads on it, and he is about to get more nerfs that will maybe make that like more, realistic. But right now, I think he's just absurd.
Yeah, agreed.
Like genuinely absurd. Like when the E is covering the entire lane, and you're just like one shot, and he's like 4,000 HP, and just face tanks you while burning you down. Like it's pretty fun.
It's a lot of fun.
He doesn't seem like he seems like he can get farmed pretty easily too as part of it. So you just like
E and Q and
you do get to that late game, so it is terrifying.
Yep. And I don't think he's got like a terrible lane because his wave clear is good, so you can at least help, and it's not like he's just useless. I mean, he's obviously a scaler, but like, you're not going to be completely useless in a fight. Especially when skier ult. If you can stack that up, it's huge. Even if you aren't like to the 200 plus Stardust, like just having that the Sky's Descent is huge for any team fight. Like you said, Xayah is really good. Jarvan's good. Xayah is good into picks like Jarvan, but they have it, which maybe that is to say, hey, now you can't grab it and kind of negate the Jarvan engage. So, and like you said, it's just a really good AD carry. Looking over on Elm, though, I'm assuming it's Cassiopeia bot. Otherwise, I don't know. I'm Leone mid and Singed top. I know I'm like jumping way around in draft now, but
no, I mean I think that's part of it.
I think we just have to address it.
What is happening over here? Is it like a Singed Cassio? Like
his poison works.
We're gonna do poison.
Yeah, his poison works for his E. Twitch, Teemo, and Singed Poison all works for Cassiopeia E. It's unironically, I've ran Teemo and Twitch supports with a Cassiopeia bot, or vice versa, where you're playing like a Twitch AD carry with Cassiopeia support. Unironically, a good troll lane where it's like, it's not like, it's not amazing, but it's also like, it's not bad. Twitch autos them once and Cassiopeia just opens up.
For sure. And the grounding.
Cast bot. No.
Yeah. But the grounding is, does that stop Xayah ult?
It doesn't stop her ult because her ult doesn't actually like, it looks like it, but it doesn't technically count as any sort of movement. Mm-hmm. She just goes untargetable, and obviously it looks like a big movement thing because she flies into the air, but you can do it while rooted, you can do it while not stunned or anything. But yeah, anything that's negating your movement, it doesn't affect it. But it does, however, Cassiopeia has been, that's why I'm thinking it might be mid, but then it's like the comp's really weird if that is the case. But Cassiopeia is apparently really good into Aurelion Sol. One, he's his E is like a movement thing, so the grounded will stop that, so he's no longer flying. But also, and Reese pointed this out to me yesterday, because the main thing was I was thinking was the grounded, but and that he's very like telegraph, so you can land your Q to chain your E's really easy. But hit to damage you, he has to be like stopped and staring
Facing.
at you, blowing fire. So it's like it's like a free alt and just blow him up.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So she could be mid just because of that, but again, that I don't think there's any world where this comp isn't a little weird, but Cassiopeia going mid
Yes,
somehow
agreed.
actually makes this even weirder. So I'm thinking that's not the case, but it could be just because that's a really good matchup.
Yeah. And just to throw it out there, on top of the Aurelion Soul, you got Jarvan, dashes, even Ornn ult, I think counts. And his obviously
Yeah,
go in and knock up
yep.
all
R2
that
on
good,
Ornn
good
is a little
stuff.
dash, so
Yeah.
they do have the Morgana Black Shield, but that can only be used on one person, and also like a lot of the Cassiopeia damage, singe damage, like you're gonna be able to remove that relatively quickly, especially with Cassiopeia. So yeah, it's and you can only put it on one person, so they're not gonna
Yeah.
be able to stop too much of that grounding, and yeah, it's kind of feels bad to throw on a black shield just so Aurelion Sol can like fly over some miasma or something. So not exactly feeling like it's like the really impactful reason you're picking her. But
Right.
I think to call out too, just for the bans, like obviously we can see the whole thing. We're thinking Cassio
yeah,
Singed, but then you're
yep,
getting a Kate Sivir ban. So this might have been a 5-head move from the
yep,
LM to pick this and not show where it's going. So I
yep.
like it.
I'm still like so curious because I feel like there's two ways this could go. They could just be
8.
going screw it, we're doing double poison bot with the Singe Cassio, or they could just be doing like a NASA support, which is kind of a thing, but I wouldn't use it as much into like Zaya. It's traditionally used. I mean, like it's pretty decent into her because she's definitely more attack speed, auto attack based, but also it's like a hard Zeri counter, and it's not really played that much.
Yeah.
So I don't see that being a thing, but also it's either that or Singed. I feel like so.
It'll be fun.
Either way, it's gonna be cool, and
Yeah.
yeah, then there's the Aatrox and the Jax band from Elm for round 2. Makes sense. They still need their top laner. I still don't know who's
Yeah.
top for Elm, so I don't know. It could be Yone
Yeah.
and then Cassiopeia mid, but again, then it's like what's going on with the rest of us. So I'm excited to see what
Yeah.
happens there. But
For sure. For sure.
Silent Raven did mention in chat he can't listen at the moment, but he thinks KDA wins comp here. And I think like face value, yeah, they win comp because it is a comp. It makes sense.
Right.
But like
I
Elm's got
know
that
what
surprise
to do.
factor, and also like there is the weird little synergies like Singe Poison with Cassio, and
Yeah.
NASA scaling, Yone scale as well. Kha'Zix just is one of those characters where if he starts taking off, it's just he can just hard carry a game. So yeah, what do you
I
guys
really
think?
love the idea of Elm's comp. I think if it is the Singe Cassio bottom though, this is probably one of the worst lanes to be pulling it into from a player perspective because I would say Nectarish is one of the better 80 carries, and with the Morgana pair, it's going to be tough. But I really hope it works out because I like the idea of it a lot.
Yeah, that's great.
Yep. No, absolutely. And it never feels amazing to place. Like, someone like Sindri, you have to just sprint at them. That's your move going in. And Morgana's there to just be like, bind. Granted, he can start schmoving later and he might just be able to juke it. But early on in lane, if it is that matchup, then yeah, could feel really bad. I don't want to brag, but my team's 1-11, but our one tie is against KDA. So, yeah.
Nice.
At least we took one
Take
off a
them
good
down.
team.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
So
for
things
sure.
might not be going great, but when they were going all right, it was pretty good. So, all right, I'm gonna start this up.
That sounds good. Do y'all have any quick predictions on which team?
I think draft-wise KDA, but my heart says Elm, so I'm gonna go with Elm because I really like what's going on here.
Nice. I'll go with the safe prediction and stay with the KDA.
Especially the intro, we get to see our player of the week, Fusro. I mean, I don't know if you guys know about him, but pretty good, I guess.
He's not bad. He's not bad.
He's doing some work.
Yeah.
You're making me break the tie.
I think the Lord's work here, actually.
Yeah, he is doing the Lord's work recently. I think I'll be boring and go with KDA as well. I think it's just gonna be such an easier comp to pull off.
So you guys both went with KDA then, or is that?
Yeah.
We did, yeah.
Okay, I think that's fair. I think
We're
that's
boring.
like more likely, but also, again, my heart. I see someone busting out this kind of stuff, and I'm like, I just want it to work.
Yeah. You
I
gotta
do.
go for the
I still
underdog.
want it to work.
Yeah, you're just
but yes. Yeah,
I'm thinking with my heart. You're
here.
thinking with your brain. So.
Yeah, exactly.
After doing the running it down and Trevor started putting in those -4s for incorrect predictions, he was really de-incentivizing the
Yep.
underdog story.
I know. I was
Like, I
like,
was-
man, everyone's gonna have like negative points.
Yeah, I
There's
was
one
at
person that was
12.
above negative.
That was me.
Oh my god.
Oh,
All right, so I think
I like the underdog too.
You're worst in our running it down prediction, but your best prediction on
Where the money comes in.
yeah.
Yep.
I think that pot should be split 50-50, I'm thinking.
What are you talking about? No.
Oh.
All right. I suppose should I stream on Discord probably?
That would be great.
No, yeah, let's do that.
Let me know if that looks all right.
Well, looks good to me.
Nice.
Yep.
All right. Pull up.
I think
Yes,
one thing
mm.
you mentioned with the Kha'Zix being better in like a chaotic environment, Elm definitely has created a chaotic environment for themselves.
I just
in
want to point out
the-
right away. Sorry, that Singe has Relic Shield. That's a support Singe. But
Okay.
yeah. But yeah,
Good
sorry.
call,
Continue
girl.
your thought.
No, it's basically just like, very chaotic. All these team fights will be, so maybe the Kha'Zix will thrive in this. So I'm
Yeah.
interested to see.
Are we doing the
Oh.
classic Elm invade?
I think they were trying. Got spotted out by the Jarvan flag. They're going in anyways.
We do
though.
not care.
Yep. Bradley pointing out in chat two equally traditional team comps. Just calling it as he sees it. These are bread and butter. You'd see him in LCS all the time.
100%.
You get the classic Cassiopeia, Singe, versus Zaya, Morgana bot lane.
I love it.
Love
I
it.
love it.
Love to see it. Not
Yeah.
bored of this one yet. So.
No.
I love Elm's
Is that-
perseverance though
Hold
in
up.
the invade.
Hold up, though.
Did you see Cassio's?
I was just gonna say.
Yeah.
Yeah, is that the lethal tempo kiss?
That is.
That's gotta be
Oh.
That's gotta be some sort of
That's gotta be a mistake.
I haven't
That-
played Cassio bot for a while, but surely that's not like a man immune tier. Oh, not a great start.
No.
No.
Going down, doesn't bother to flash.
Oh.
But that's fine. You say,
Oh.
don't worry, I took teleport.
I'll be right back.
Yeah,
Hold the
give,
wave.
give him another one quick. So not how you want to start this absolute powerhouse bot lane, but yeah.
Yeah. I think this is something we've seen Nectaries do a lot, pull the wave, but doing it now with the support gets
Yeah.
that early kill, and that's devastating.
Con artist in
Hey.
chat pointing. Oh, what was that? What are you gonna say?
At least Cassio has some tier stacks. That's
Yep.
That's
positive.
right. Yeah. So this
But
is fine.
yeah, con artist, the Aurelian Soul in mid there, pointing out after he killed the first wave. That's 0.1% max HP right there, buddy. And Bradley, being like, yeah, GG. As I said, it's over.
Yeah.
Understanding the doomed situation he finds himself. Already 0.1% max HP damage coming out. You do that another 1,000 times, you're just done.
Elm picking up the
GG
early level
easy.
2. Not what I would have expected in the lane.
I will say.
Yeah.
Oh, so you go first.
Just saying, with pulling the wave like that, that tends to happen. They kind of focus the minion, like your minions or their minions focus yours a little bit more. But that way, like you'll still be safe and you can get it.
Great
Nice
flash from
dive.
Azul.
Oh,
Makes him drop a
really
cannon
well
wave.
done.
And that's what I was going to say, is that this is a very volatile lane for that Aurelian Soul, who does need time to scale up, and that Yone, if he gets rolling, can just make it miserable for him. And not to mention if Cassiopeia, with lethal tempo, starts just slinging those snakes at him later, it's going to be hurting. So.
That's right. He did have some really good harass onto the Aurelian Soul to set up that dive, so that
Absolutely.
was great on them to get that going.
Nice trades come out of Ornn, but that's expected early, and Nasus does have the free lifesteal in his kit, so...
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
footwork, so he's just hanging out, wanting to scale up. Not that Ornn doesn't scale up just fine. Gives his team an absurd amount of stats and free upgrades once he starts getting those levels.
Yeah, for sure. That'll be pretty huge for them.
I think Jarvan was able to soak that mid wave too. He's a level up on Kha'Zix.
At least they got something for it.
Yeah,
Right.
With that stacked wave, hate to see all that go to waste. So.
absolutely. Really nice
Well,
trade
that's
here. Does
big.
force out Nasus
Is he
Ghost.
gonna? Okay,
Yep,
nice.
had to ghost away. Well
Yeah.
done by Elias.
Sure, that's the TP as well. Here in a minute.
Nice little trade here. Probably just get another auto snapback.
What a fun mid lane interaction.
Yeah.
The
that
most
is,
miserable one, I feel like, is I used to play a lot of Zoe, and if Yone goes in on you with his E, and you do manage to hit a bubble, he can just snap back and it completely removes the drowsy. Or if he's not in his E, and you hit him with it, he can just E and then snap back and it removes it, and he is too.
That is
Wow.
So you literally just don't get... Oh, bye, Singe. Just
it's
stuck
a
there.
massive wave.
Yeah.
You might have think he... Oh, another route. Oh, my God.
Oh,
Yeah, that's a terrible time to
that's
die.
huge.
yep.
Oh man.
No
Yeah.
TP this
Already
time.
Yeah,
Either.
you know, Singe has the right idea there. Just, he might have thought he DC'd, so he's reconnecting or something, but I think it was
Okay,
just the
that's-
Morgana route.
Yeah.
Let's look at Xayah gold compared. So already over double the Cassio
Oh my
gold.
goodness.
2,800
It is.
to the 1,350. That doesn't feel great.
Nope,
Oh,
that's pretty
painful.
painful. It sucks as Cassio too when you're into those CC heavy supports like a Morgana or Leona Nautilus. You can't get boots to avoid it. It's so hard to not get hit.
Nah, yeah.
Yeah.
You just have to... Well, you know, you get
Yeah.
movement speed when you level up, but when you're dropping like the triple stacked wave, you aren't exactly leveling up too quick either to help
Yep.
Very
dodge
true.
that.
Yeah. Sometimes you go phase rush to kind of help with at least like get some move speed out there, but I'm gonna guess I was going for a conqueror just to try to
Ooh.
stack up and huge.
Big engage
I
on
think
mid
that's
with
enough
the
of the
ignite.
ignite. Yeah.
Night.
Jarvan
Yeah.
is in
Too.
there.
Well
It's
done
looking-
by
Aurelian hit. Oh, I can't see it now because he's dead, but about 30-something Stardust it looked like.
Yeah. At least Yone's really bad Zed's bullying mid as hard as
Yeah.
the bot lane's getting bullied, so keeping it. I mean, there is a gold lead there, but at least it's manageable.
if the Cassio is able to get to late game and get some items, there's absolutely still a ton of damage that can come out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same thing for
Xayah just 2v1. He does get exhausted.
Ooh,
I don't think they
though.
want the smoke, though. Does have to
Nice,
flash.
got the flash.
Yep.
Burns
Yeah,
both
no
songs.
more Morgana there. The black shield that this
Mhm.
time. So
Yep.
But when Cassiopeia's on her tier of the goddess, Kinder Egg spike like that, you just can't be fighting her.
It's rough.
Got those lethal tempo autos flying out.
yeah. Too tough.
I need to go look at the rules. If that had happened to me, I would have asked for a remake. But what's the penalty for the remake?
So I don't know if there's, and I probably should know this, I don't know if there's an official rule about it. I heard in the past when I joined, which it barely ever happens, but I think if you say like immediately when the game starts you might be able to remake, but I'm not sure if that's, I think it might be up to, I don't know if there's an official rule, and maybe it'd be something where if they were feeling kind, but then I know we like to avoid any rules that are like subjective, like it has to be on the good graces of other people, which I agree with, because then it's like you either look like an ass or just because you're trying to follow the rules, or you know people are like, well, they did it, and then it's like, yeah, it's just a big headache. So generally like to avoid rules that are like up to the people, it like up to, you know, it just needs to be like set in stone. So
Agreed.
I'm not sure.
I might need to talk with Ben about that. Oh, big
I'm
dive
gonna
coming through on the
guess.
Jarvan.
Oh,
Ooh, with the
good
flip.
toss back.
With
Cassio
the ult
P,
coming
I'm
down,
not
Cassio
able to-
should make it.
Oh, the lethal tempo coming out! No, just it!
Go!
Yes!
Mana.
Oh,
Huge.
black
Cassiopeia
giant.
needed it. Finally
Nice.
get something.
It's well, much needed. That was a really nice throw on the singed.
Yep,
For
absolutely. And Singe is already on his mythic, his tier 2 boots. So things are looking up for that bot lane.
He's set.
Genius. I definitely like the Merc Treads here. Just saying, please,
Absolutely.
Morgana,
Yep.
only root me for 2.5 seconds instead of
Yeah.
3.
Well, and the ace hole.
Yes,
So
Yeah.
I point out that Singe
And
is
the
throwing the enemy team. It's very, very true.
Very true.
Oh,
We're gonna have
another
something
good
happening up
game.
top.
Nice
up
wither.
here, yeah.
Tries to get a little
Ah.
damage back before he goes down. He has to snap
One
back,
more
but
pop. There we
Yeah.
go. Well
I
done.
think Kha'Zix's getting that. I mean, obviously, any of those three is going to be great with the gold, but you want to get Kha'Zix ahead if you're playing Kha'Zix. Like,
Yep.
that champ
For
wants to have
sure.
lethal on at least, like, 4 of the enemies at any point in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. And honestly, kind of tough into a lot of this because
Yeah.
Aurelian's going to have a decent amount of health. Zaya being.
Yeah, they recently gave
Xayah.
Jarvan the AD scaling on that shield on his W, too, so he's going to be a little tougher to cut through in a burst, and yeah, Zaya's just Zaya.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's really tough.
Yeah.
Speaking of, she does have her Gale Force already. Pre 10
Yep.
minutes, that is going to
That
be
is.
a rough lane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cassio 6, Singe's 6 as well, so they at least have their ultimates down there now. Singe lets him run faster. Yep.
You know, all things considered, though, with how the early game has gone, being down about 30 CS, I mean, it's terrible, but it's not the worst. It could be
Yeah.
worse.
It's certainly
Yeah.
stabilized after the first 3 deaths.
Yep.
Yeah. I think Elm doing a great job getting stuff back on the other side. Oh, but great combo there.
Singed coming up to collect that Stardust he ordered.
Delivered with a tip.
Yeah.
He was unwilling or unknowingly sitting on a ward there, so a lot of setup time for that one to come down.
Yep.
Yep.
What a jerk, interrupting that base.
Yeah. He looks
It's
like
a
he
bait
cares
in the
a
mid
lot.
lane.
Yep, yep.
Here comes the dive. Cassiopeia's. Yeah.
I think you're
Cassio
Yeah, good try of the ult, but
Yeah.
Yep.
it's gonna be a tough one.
feels bad, man.
Yeah.
For
It's
our
tough to
Nasus
say.
tech's looking like
Oh yeah, let me check those. I looked at Stardust earlier.
Another
I've
good
got
finding.
one fifty.
156
coming in.
and okay,
Okay.
I'll look down here quick.
Oh,
Yone
good ult
coming in
from
though. He's gonna get
Yone.
at least
Yeah.
one.
See how
I could
Yone
feel him.
versus Zaya does. Oh, the
If
pullback.
Trevor can get the assassination, he's going to. Huge
Excellent.
shutdown for
Well
Kha'Zix.
done.
Definitely going to get the Morgana. Waste the stopwatch. I don't think that's worth it. No follow up.
That's
Triple kill for
massive.
Kha'Zix, and he's got the treasure hunter. He's going to be able to hop away. Nasus is just
Wow.
farming up there. Look at him
Single
go.
digits.
+3. That's what I'm talking about, baby.
They're really the ASOL's really chasing the Kha'Zix
Oh,
out though.
this actually
I think
might be
Kha'Zix should
some-
be fine.
The one time something exciting happens
Oh,
up there.
it's
Trevor
gonna-
goes away. Okay.
Oh,
Like I said,
man.
Yeah.
Kha'Zix. Oh, he goes back in! Trevor, look out! No!
I would have loved to see that.
Yeah.
Oh,
You're
he
talking
can
about
still
the-
get in trouble right here.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We were talking about the full Gale Force. Trevor was sitting on that full Prowler's Claw before all that too, so yeah,
That's
it's
true.
kind of well, I was gonna say battle of the two Fed members, but Yone's pretty good
Yone's
too.
looking pretty good as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the classic Trevor Bradley dynamic duo. Very scary. I've had to go against it many times, and whew,
Oh, this Nasus
Yeah.
might be in trouble.
they're both pretty
Got
oom.
the Fleetfoot
No,
proc.
Ornn ulti.
See ya.
Yeah.
Well, we talked about a stabilized CS deficit in bot, but it's now grown
Oh.
to 50.
By Singe.
They catch
Or
on to the Sin.
Singe.
Do you think Cassiopeia
It's just-
looks back and is just like, dang guys, this ruined diff, I guess.
If
Oh,
only
It
that
might be able.
phase rush.
Oh, that hit too.
I'm not gonna lie,
man.
Rowdy fan kind of sick with it. His Morgana
Yeah.
has consistently been banned against him. This game's kind of shown why.
For sure.
Like, it feels kind of bad banning Morgana just like off the cuff, but like, I don't know. If people are just
This
like
is,
non-stop
It's-
hitting,
Yep,
Yeah.
good intel.
yeah,
It is
Well-
good into a lot of things too. So
Yeah. Yeah, it's frustrating too if you're trying to play any sort of engaged support, which
right.
I guess would be Singe's role. Kha'Zix's going in, but he's going to get hit with the Sky's Descend. He's getting burnt down. He's not. Oh, he's going to be able to get him.
Knockout. Oh,
Jarvan
he
trying
got
to.
it.
He's gonna EQ over, but Trevor has vision from the isolated W. Jarvan's just sitting there. There he goes.
No way.
Yone's gonna
He got
kill him.
him now.
He's
He's
He's coming
done.
to
Oh,
save.
no.
Morgana, though.
Yone.
Rooted. Just sitting there. Oh, there he goes. Classic Yone gaming. Morgana might be done. No flash. No, just lands another root. Literally doesn't miss. Singed coming in.
Singed
Got
is
that
coming.
ulti cooking.
Sorry, on the wrong side here.
Nice pull, but does not get the root onto
Oh,
Yone. Goes down.
good
Jarvan goes in
flash.
too late. He's going to go down as well now.
Uh-oh.
Yone getting more and more fed, and looks like my heart may have been right. you know?
Wow, yeah.
Might have been right, yeah. That was one of those, I gotta help my teammates.
Yep.
Oh, the teammates
That
already
is-
dead. Darn.
One of the things that was the hardest, and I still mess it up sometimes, of course, but I used to all the time. One of the hardest things for me to get used to in League is I just wouldn't want to leave my boys behind. You know,
Yeah,
it's
for
completely
sure.
doomed, and I just int one over. But I'm like, no, That's my
Right.
boy.
But it's like, how do I make this situation worse?
Yeah. Oh, by
Yeah.
giving them 2 kills.
But at least I was there for the boys.
Yep.
Yeah, that's true.
Morale is at an all-time high. You know.
Ex-
Nasus ulting gets the wither onto Ornn. He's away, but he's gonna. Oh, they're lined up for. Okay, nice flash. No, not flash and cuts.
Ooh.
Ooh,
Just sneaks past it, and yeah, they drop.
Prowler
Wow.
call? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's
Big
Prowler
Prowler.
Claw, yep.
Yep.
I was gonna say,
That
what
was
the heck?
well done.
How did he get
Yeah.
past without flash? Yeah, that's,
Yeah.
I was looking for a jump or a flash, and neither happened. So
Let's give
it's good
the
that someone
very
knows how this
mobile-
game works.
It's just giving the very mobile assassin a little bit extra mobility in case
Yeah.
he couldn't do it with the other.
And then as like a little joke, it'll make him do bonus damage too.
Yeah. Or good. Or good.
Just sprinkle that in.
Yeah.
He's got Rift about to spawn. Looks like they'll be grabbing that one up easily,
Let's check
though.
in on the old Aurelian, 126 Stardust and 279 NASA stack. So the stack, you boys be
They're
stacking.
both going well. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that is behind the curve. Probably both of them a little bit, but not like substantially.
Yeah.
And that
And
makes sense because
considering-
Yone is, especially
Oh.
Bradley's Yone is a tough one to just free farm against. He's not going to let you like this. He's going to push every
Yeah.
advantage he can get. You think you're safe for a second? And
Oh, great combo. Oh
Absolutely.
my goodness.
If only he was
That
playing
was
safe.
sick.
Right, Ben?
yeah, right under his turret like that with the stopwatch.
Yeah, that was knock up into knock up into.
Yep, there's no
Yeah.
chance to do anything.
Sad day. It's
Yeah,
okay,
never
we do
fair.
have the rod stacking, at least a
Yeah.
little bit before that, so you know, things happening.
I mean, once
They
Aurelian
get-
has that 2-item spike, like, it is big, but it's not
Yeah,
going to matter as much if Yone's on 4 items.
that is true. Okay, with Yone being one of the Fed members down bot, getting Rift, getting the tower, great job.
The gold is actually very close. Only 1k apart. They're going to collect even more, even it up. Now,
Nice.
if they can
Second
get
one.
Kha'Zix here, that's going to be huge. Massive shutdown, and I
Ooh.
believe... Yeah, Zaya got it, so that's exactly what
Oh
you want.
man, she is
Yeah.
gonna be so big.
Rift hitting the inhib tower as well.
This is like the dream Rift Herald, too.
Yeah,
Just
Absolutely.
so
And
much
it does.
value. They might
yeah.
even crack the inhib. It's a little early to be doing that, but I don't hate it because no, they are going to back off, and I think that's it's a little bit.
Right.
You know, generally taking them before Baron can almost be a hindrance because you're just never going to be able to farm that lane, and you can't pressure it into a big objective like Baron. You're going to probably
Yep.
get straight
Yeah.
for free as them anyways, so it's like, well, we're just going to wait, and also you might have overstayed and died there too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
That time was pretty short at that point.
Silent Rave and asking Trevor, KD has 2 dragons. Trevor, did you fall asleep during this game? Just call him out.
Man. It
Yeah,
has nothing to do with the bot pressure.
Yeah, nothing. I mean, I don't think I've even seen him try to steal it this game, so I'm surprised there. Oh, here he is though.
Yeah, they are contesting this one though. We've got NASA TPing in. He's
Yep,
going
big team
behind.
guy
He's got
coming
the
here.
vision.
Oh, that Yone is looking so good. The Zaya does ult his ult though, but
It's
doesn't
pretty
have it
easy.
after the Kha'Zix.
Easy to get the dragon if you just kill them all first.
Yeah, Trevor heard you talking crap.
Yeah. 2 weeks
like-
ago.
Yeah, he's like,
Yeah.
oh yeah. I'm supposed to contest these.
Someone's gonna be talking so much crap in that launch party, dude. I better get this third one.
Yeah. Yeah, having two assassins here with the Yone and the Kha'Zix. Xayah can ult for one of them, but once he's back on the ground, it's kind of
Yep.
doomed.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I honestly don't know. I mean,
I would-
hopefully they can just focus the Kha'Zix, maybe get them caught out with a binding or something, but
I would not
It
mind seeing
is
like
gonna be tough.
a chain vest working towards an early GA on the Xayah. Something
Oh,
like
no.
that with the
Look
two.
at the mid lane and then the bot lane gold and CS here.
Holy crap. 5k
Wow.
difference.
Cerulean's got less gold than Morgana.
Oh,
Almost
no.
tied at
So
the
sad.
0-5 support Singe. That hurts. That hurts my heart.
It does.
Wow. Yeah. So
But this is technically the risk of picking those, these hard scaling champs. They are abusable early, and if Bradley wasn't doing this well, like that Aurelian's going to just become a monster and be undeal. You can't deal with it. So
Yep.
this is the risk, is that you can get just punished and put behind, and you just basically can't play the game.
Yeah.
And if you couldn't do this, then the game would have a pretty big flaw.
Yeah.
very true.
And really, yeah, honestly, you have to give credit to those laners to be able to punish it, because
Yeah.
there are many times where it's like they're just farming under tower, but they don't let that happen. They go for the combo and get the kills and stuff. Are they
Looks
doing
like-
this on spawn?
They're thinking about it, but they're like hesitating. Now they're starting it, but Elm knows what's up. There's been several missing and on the way pings over there. They're clearing out vision. With the Aurelian Xayah, the damage is there, but this is just a risky one. Trevor is a bit of a notorious smite god. He pops Morgana, he sells out.
Yeah. Oh,
Ornn will be
my
going through
goodness.
Jarvan ult, but Jarvan ult just onto the Kha'Zix.
Yeah.
Getting
Jarvan
Reset
isolating
City.
himself.
And Cassiopeia, lethal tempo autos flying out. I think I saw one anyway.
Hey, gets the Ornn for
Plus
it.
12 too.
Oh,
At the end of the day, it's all worth it for that plus 12. That's what we're doing it for.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man, Elm cleaning
Triple
house.
stacked.
Yeah,
Yeah, their team fights have
huge
been
gold swing there.
on point. And now they're the ones to take the early Baron. And we'll have
Yeah,
no
Kha'Zix
problem.
shreds this as long as
Yeah,
someone can tank it,
it's-
so he doesn't get the
yeah.
damage debuff. He just annihilates it. I don't know if it looks like he has the Q evolve, but I'm not 100% on that.
Yeah. And Cassio, obviously, good too. Just go for the
Everfrost.
Everfrost. Yes, thank
I
you.
don't think
So
Kha'Zix does
those-
have the Q evolve. Let me see. It should change the icons. Yeah, looks like WE.
Nice.
I was gonna say, I know I've seen the W, and I think he had the wings. So
Yeah, makes sense. Get to be able to get to Xayah, do the
yeah, the
damage.
W is just like obscenely good as a first evolve because the isolated slow is literally like 90% or something ridiculous.
Yeah,
and it makes it really easy to
crazy.
land on people. And then I'd say in a game like this where you're just like, kind of snowballing pretty hard, that E evolve's really nice to just get those resets in a team fight and jump around. I'd say if it was more even, maybe you'd do the R evolve. I know that used to be a pretty popular one, but you would know more than me, that's for sure.
I definitely don't know for Kha'Zix, but his play this game has been amazing. And sitting on 3 items now, he is gonna be tough to deal with.
This is the problem against Trevor's teams every season, because you're like, in your mind, if you do a lot of draft work, you're like, logically I shouldn't be banning Kha'Zix in an organized game of League of Legends. But then he does this, and you're like, well, guess I'm banning him.
Yeah, yeah. I expect some different bans game 2.
Yeah. Regardless of how this works out, and a nice CC chain almost takes him down. The Xayah W feather goes flying in to finish him,
Nice.
but yeah, no matter who wins this, I'm assuming different drafts on both sides. I don't foresee the Singed Cassio returning, but
Oh,
The,
good
the
use of
grounding
the-
there, making
yeah.
sure Ornn can't do the R2.
Yeah, that could have been big for them.
Jarvan's
And
in there, but he's a little too ahead of the group here. But nice follow up. Trevor's waiting. He's gonna assassinate Morg unless she can use her. Oh, never mind. Doesn't have the full Zanyas yet, so
gets away from the
broken.
feathers. Then she comes back in. Says, I
All
gotcha.
the while, though,
Yes, this
we
is
got
free farming.
we got Nasus farming their base.
Yikes.
with the Baron. If they delay him long enough, they could Nasus
I
could
think
just end.
they're
And due
trying
to,
really
uh,
hard.
And due
Yeah.
to Trevor's, well, the good team fight around the last Drake, and they managed to get the third one, this is not a soul threat either. So Nasus can just choose to sit up here and ignore the Drake if they want. And honestly, they're going to get that too. So he just ghosts
Yeah.
out while Trevor's looking to take that Drake. Aurelian's there, but unless Trevor messes up, which is uncommon, this is
Zaya's
nothing
there
Aurelian
too,
can
full
do.
health though.
Oh yeah.
No, she isn't.
There we go.
Oh my
Both
goodness.
twos, dude.
Yeah. That was a jump flash to try to stick with the Aurelian, but he makes it out. Doesn't get deleted quite like the Zaya did. Oh, it's insane.
Feels real good as the ADC.
Yeah,
That
I
huge
definitely
slow, but he's not going in on it. But yeah.
yeah. Getting the Grievous for a third item makes sense against the Yone and Nasus, but
yeah.
man, it's and even a Radiant Virtue over there.
Goodbye, Aurelian.
Oh,
He did just finish his Rylai's though, so
Is
That's
things are looking up
helpful.
for old Aurelian.
There we go.
yeah, yeah.
What is his? I'm not gonna be able to look right now. Am I at his Stardust? Nope. But Nasus is at 492 stacks.
Okay.
He's getting up there.
To get some nice free time during that last skirmish, so
It does look like that's a. They're choosing to fight with Aurelian down,
nice.
which I mean I guess they just don't
stop.
want to get triple inhibited here, but Aurelian's up in 5, and it looks like he does have the Skies Descend.
So yeah,
This
old Gale
bed
Force
is
coming
good.
out, doesn't matter.
Yeah, all going Elm's way.
Oh, see, this is like Aurelian when he's really behind, and it still looks super annoying.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
getting sucked into the E, like, is this gonna be a penta or?
Oh,
The Singe is going for
they're
it.
going for it.
At what point is it acceptable for Trevor to give himself Player of the Week, and it's not just considered like hubris or ego?
You
Because,
know,
like,
if he
After this
chooses
performance,
Because right,
heroes
that's why I'm
here,
like,
I
like,
would,
right. I'm like, this
yeah.
is good. Like, this would be Player of the Week, but then it's like, if he does it, is he just gonna be like, meme none?
maybe this is
Yeah.
why he's been waiting to release running it down. He wants
Yeah.
some third party opinions
Everyone
and us to
needs
say
to
it's
see
okay.
this series.
Yeah.
All right, Player of the Week, right? You paid off
Yeah.
the dog again, Arnasis. Is the double agent? Can't spell Nasus without sus. You know what I'm saying?
Good call, man.
Yeah.
KDA holding out for another minute though, as Baron will spawn in the next 30 seconds, and then no inhibs. It's kind of a done game, but
You might have mentioned this when you're
17, 1
talking
and
about
9.
the healing cut, but just in case you didn't, Elm is starting to stack up those Chemtech Drakes that give heal and shield power, so it does benefit going into
That's-
those, especially if they can get all 4. If it came to that, that
That
healing
is
cut will have good
Very
value.
true too. Yeah. Good call out.
Yeah.
We do
How do you-
have Orn item coming in on Zaya, so you know
yeah, that
there's
should help a good bit too.
something.
Yup.
How do you feel about the Grievous going on to Zaya versus Asol? And we've got some with Ornn as well too, but
So
is it better to let your carry that's doing well continue to do well, or put behind an item so that the Asol has a chance to catch up?
So I think my 2 reasonings there would be like, one, I think with the buffs to the Grievous items in general, like they actually perform okay now, and as items like without just the Grievous, and also not to be mean, but I think it's just really tough for Aurelian to be like just function in these fights. So I don't think he can
True.
reliably put it on the members he needs to. So I think it's fine to just be like, and I think it doesn't build out of Last Whisper now. So I think Mortal Reminder is a armor pen armor pen
Component.
item now. Yeah,
Yeah, that's fair.
and you're gonna need
We've
that
got-
for Ornn or Nasus.
Yeah, that's true. Well, that's a
Probably
good
the
ult.
final engage.
Yeah.
Yep. Nasus
Not
just gonna
enough.
stack the Nexus here. GG. Very well played by both teams, but yeah, that mid jungle duo of Elm always looking scary. So.
That was super
Yeah.
scary. Well done by them.
And not only did they take advantage of the nest or the Aurelian there, they also moved it up to top side and killed Ornn a few times too, so well played.
Let's pull up. Let's see. Where's draft 2 here?
Oh, we were wrong.
My heart was right. So
This is,
Your
yeah,
heart was right. Sometimes that's why you just gotta play with the heart.
that's
Mhm.
right. That's the lesson learned.
Yeah. This time I'll vote with my heart.
It normally doesn't go well, but there we
Yeah.
go. All right, so I got the draft 2 pulled up here. Let me know when you guys do as well. We can go over that.
I've got it. Looks good.
Yep.
Let's
So
just do
starting
bands
off-
first. No shot. Wait. I'm confused.
Elm.
Elm ban the Casio.
Wait,
Yeah. What?
are these swapped?
It can't be swapped
No, it
because
can't be swapped. 'Cause
Mundo was
Yeah.
always going to be Elm.
And Akali's Bradley special. And Wukong
maybe,
Trevor
Interesting.
Wings. I am confused.
I
Maybe
wonder if
just
the
flexing.
Casio was supposed to be a takeaway from
Right.
KDA the first game.
That's what I'm wondering. But then the
It's
Singe.
feeling like it.
That's probably what it was. Is like KD had played both those champs, so they're just like, we'll just run it bot. Which, if that's the case, even more kudos to just doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But,
well done.
but this draft's got me a bit baffled here. But I'm assuming that's what happened because otherwise, why? But yeah, that's got to be it. And I mean, Cassiopeia can be annoying for Akali. She like R's in or whatever, then she can't use R2 until she walks off it. But I think generally probably not the most annoying thing. But I also haven't played that matchup a ton. So
Yeah.
and again, if someone just plays it a ton, then it can just be annoying.
It can be
Cassie's
scary.
really good. And then KDA banned just triple banned Trevor, Diana, Echo, and Kha'Zix, which makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't like to do it because I feel like you need to pick like the 1 or 2 junglers tops against him where you're like, I really think that'll mess up our team comp and ban those because otherwise he's always going to have something. Like Wukong's still a really good jungler and he's really good at him. So it's like, do you really want to use all 3 bans to have him still be on like an A+ tier jungle that he's good at? Like, I get it because he just got rolled by Kha'Zix, but like, he could do that on a lot of champs.
100%.
Agreed.
Agreed.
So I think you need to think about what you guys want to do as your comp and just ban which champion you think he's going to mess with it the most on.
Yeah, and is there some sort of advantage you can get elsewhere if you ban that out instead of
because now we see they leave that Mundo
almost
up,
just a side grade.
and that's first picked.
Yeah, so really, going into Elm's comfort there with the Mundo, which is good call.
KDA follows that up with Trist Lulu. Trist technically at this point could be a flex. We do see the whole draft, so we know it isn't, but not a bad early pick because of that, and a strong AD carry in her own right regardless, and Lulu's just a good support. And against a team like Elm where Trevor is, like Trevor Bradley, they have a lot of like those one person can just go and just pop someone and hard carry a fight. Lulu's got a lot of that both single target peel, but also, single target CC with the polymorph, so you can kind of stop one person in particular from, just popping off in a fight and hard carrying it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and then
Chris being, I like that a lot with the safety from both of those picks.
Yep.
And then into the specials for Elm's Puff Buffer Stuffer. I never know which buffer we're talking about.
So many
buffer, one of those.
The buffers in the bot lane, they do enjoy their Sivir. I don't know, we've seen Zillion a lot when we played against them in the past too, so that seems pretty standard for them.
Yep, I like the
gotta
picks.
go fast.
Neither of them are super popular right now, but Andrew and I have always been big Zillion fans, and I think that champ's just super good, and if you know how to play him. And then KDA rounds their first round out with Maokai, which is just kind of surprising he got to that point again and wasn't like picked or banned. I don't know, maybe he's not as prioritized anymore, but I feel like he's still super good.
Yeah, definitely feel like some of the nerfs have made him a lower priority, but I honestly don't feel like the nerfs were all that bad, and he still does the team fight and what he needs to do super effectively. So
yeah, the utility is always there, regardless of how much damage he's doing or how much farm he gets or doesn't get. You still have all that utility, which is invaluable in the team fights.
And then moving into round 2 bans, we see the Yone right away from KDA makes sense. We haven't seen their mid laner yet. Bradley hasn't traditionally played Zillion, so that's almost for sure bot support. And Elm follows that up with an Aatrox ban. Elias Dakota up there has had very good performances on it. It's a solid
Yeah,
champion,
for
and I
sure.
believe pretty good into Mundo because how easily he can knock off that passive and then chain into more knockups.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm not 100% sure on that. I haven't been playing top lane for a long time, but I believe that's a good matchup for Aatrox. And then KDA bans Vi, throwing one more jungle ban out. And, that makes sense. You're not running the like a Zaya or something, like the only AD carry that can comfortably exist against that champion. And if you
Yeah.
do have Tristana, Lulu, who are otherwise pretty safe, like it makes sense. And Trevor's good at Vi and plays her. And then Elm's last ban is that Jax, another one that's just solid right now. And I believe Dakota has had some solid performances on it and just can definitely hard carry a game.
Yeah, I'm trying to take away some of those that are really good into tanks too. I think that's a good call from Elm to narrow that champ pool.
Absolutely. And then we go into the second round of picks. We got Silas coming up from KDA, which, I mean, you don't have like the craziest alts yet, but Zillion alts pretty dang solid to be able to take. And then Mundo alt, not bad in the team fight for Silas, who already is dashing around doing a ton of damage and has his own healing built in. So
Yeah. I like the defensive ults on Silas more than
absolutely.
the offensive. Actually, it just like makes him that much more of a menace in the team fights, I feel like. So yeah, good pick.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, whenever you see like an Alistar or something, you can
Yep.
pick a
Yeah.
Silas, and that's just the most obnoxious thing in the world is Silas that's taking 30% of the damage he should be while he's just one-shotting everyone
and healing
yeah.
healing everything.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it gets followed up with Elm rounding out their comp with Akali and Wukong for the mid and jungle. Both very solid picks, and both those players can pilot those champions very well. And Akali especially, who does require definitely a big difference between like beginner Akali and someone who's put a lot of games on. Bradley definitely kind of strikes the fear god on that champ. So then they got Fiora for KDA's fifth one there.
Nice, and that should work well into Mundo, my understanding.
I
Good
think
into tank. So.
yeah, I mean it's good into tanks. The only thing is, and I could also be totally wrong here. Again, I don't play top lane. The one thing I'm thinking is she does percent max health damage, which yes, Mundo does have a good amount because he's a tank, but he's a regen tank, unlike like a Cho'Gath or a Sion where they're like a full health tank. So the percent max health damage, though it's doing a lot, since you're more based on regen, it's going to be obviously a lot less than like you're hitting a Sion for like your passive does like 500 damage or something, whereas Mundo will be 200, and Mundo's also healing 300 health per second or whatever later on. So it's like, a regen tank's definitely going to be better into her than like a full health tank. But it's still going to be good. And also Fiora has no way of knocking off his passive. However, Maokai W will remove it, and his Q could, or his alt, So Maokai has multiple ways to remove it, but really not a lot of good ways to remove that Mundo passive. So you might just be able to run in and cause some havoc there. But I still think Fiora will be good, but we'll see. I could also see it being, and obviously Dakota thinks it's good, and he plays top, so they are 5 So I mean,
he got the blind pick.
So I would assume because I respect him and know he's a good player, like I'm assuming it's good. But I'm just saying from my perspective, I know like as far as tanks go, I'd rather be a regen tank or a shield tank into Fiora than just like a big health tank at the very least. Not that you'll be able to win or anything, but you might just not get rolled.
Yeah,
you'd be all right.
Good call.
Well, real quick, what are your predictions before we jump in?
I think I'm gonna go with KDA this time.
I think I'm going to agree with you. I do like the Wukong Akali combo that they end up having there, but I think the Silas, like the top four especially on KDA, look really good for the team fight, and should be really good for them. So.
Yep, the Silas is the big thing for me here. He already had good alts with the Mundo Zillion, and honestly Sivir if you're trying to either hard engage or disengage with your team. But also now the Akali. That's a pick that you'd see that matchup mid lane all the time. Akali versus Silas in like pro play.
Yeah.
I think the KDA looks solid. I think what what was so successful for Elm last time was the ability with the Yone and the Kazakhs to assassinate targets and go one by one. I don't think the Wukong Akali has quite as much of the same, and it's into the Lulu.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
it's going to be
Lulu's
much harder to actually pick them up.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Lulu's a perfect champion for if you just lose to something like that. I mean, Zillion as well. They already picked it on that side as well. But, Lulu and Zillion are both great champions for that. But now you have the best of both. You have the Lulu peel and shields and everything and the big, bonus health. But also you have your own Zillion ult with the Silas. So it's going to be really tough to make those assassinations happen. Vix in chat saying KDA for me here. So far, I think it's, for including chat, 4-0 for KDA. But, I mean, I've been hurt before, so.
I was hurt last game.
Very recently, so.
Yeah. All right, let's get that pulled up. Then I'm gonna switch scenes here so I don't spoil stuff. And Zach, Akali surely won't
that is
one-shot
definitely a
LT 'cause
possibility.
that champ is balanced.
It's okay. They have polymorph. Easy.
Easy.
I do like the Maokai PL2.
I mean, Maokai's just so strong.
Yeah, so.
I'll get this stream started here again.
We can leave it on Player of the Week for the whole time if you want. That's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm gonna swap it to my name quick then.
Yeah.
Just if no one's got me, I got me. You know what I'm saying?
We'll see if Trevor has himself after this game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess we haven't seen this one yet, but after game 1, I wouldn't blame him.
Yeah,
I think it would be an objectively true statement. Like I certainly wouldn't slight him for it.
No,
I feel like
definitely not.
I'd feel weird giving it to myself, but again, like if it's just the truth,
Yeah, when you have a pop-off game like that, I think if it's something like that again, I'll go ahead and say he deserves it. So.
I would agree.
I'm not gonna update those. I don't feel like it, but it's Elm won the first game. Andrew just joined there, so it's 1-. Whatever. I'll just update it quick. No, that's their record. This is why I wasn't gonna do it. My brain's tiny lizard brains. There we go. All right.
You're missing the other half of your brain cell is the problem.
Yeah, it's in chat.
Yeah. Silver this time going with the lethal tempos, keeping it there to just.
We did not change runes from last game.
Yeah, didn't have to change. Good to go.
Yep. Yeah, I just like to use the one rune page, so pretty much works for
I-
all the bot laners. So.
Yeah, I feel it sometimes.
Andrew, if you didn't, which I don't think you were around, if you didn't watch the first game, it's pretty solid. Recommend going and watching that when this stream's over.
For sure.
Nice little Q onto Silas. Obviously not going to mean much. They at least get to ping out that ward. However, that's kind of I get why you ward there because they're invading on you, so you want to know. But also now it's like you just warded your own raptor pit before minions spawn, and that doesn't feel great. Elm does their classic.
Help you after that.
Elm does their classic. I mean, this one's not as common with them, but on blue side they always, and I mean like just about always, 5-man in or 4-man in and get that. But it's been punished before, and then the obvious play is to go from the other side, and you see them do that. You just go and get your own ward down there. I like that though. Like I like the aggressive, we're gonna go get vision, but also gotta be careful in this organized stuff. If people are paying attention, it could backfire. They
For
5-stack
sure,
with a better level 1 or something, and all of a sudden the game's over before minions spawn.
Yeah.
In fact, I think that's what happened against. It wasn't. It was against Pyron.
Yeah.
In Italy, they just
got 4 kills.
Reverse level
2.
1, and basically at that point when you have the current or ex Masters or Challenger or whatever, I think Masters jungler on Italy, and he starts 3 or 4-0. I'm basically just all right, just wait for 15 here.
Exactly.
Somehow we managed to do the same thing, but at least came back after a little bit. But yes, it was pretty devastating. All right, mental check here. How we doing?
Yep.
Not well.
not gonna lie to you. Not good.
those Cho knockups didn't miss. So
Actually, the bot
Yeah.
lane from Elm doing pretty good into KDA's bot lane so far. I mean, it's early on, and no one. I
Yeah.
mean, in fact, the side of KDA is a little more healthy, but not doing bad here, shoving them in. Good CS, but and Nectarish is really good, so it's nice to see that they're holding their own, especially after a tough early start last time. And they did
Yeah,
stabilize
absolutely.
that.
probably a bit. Yeah, it's a lot of
Ah,
comfort. I'm sure.
spoke too soon,
Oh,
maybe.
Is this gonna go? Yeah.
Maybe that
Nice
exhaust
exhaust,
coming down.
though.
Yeah.
Has to leave the heal, the flash.
Oh, the
misses
flash.
the Q. Does get the auto first
Ooh.
blood.
Wow.
Good
Rowdy
job.
fan, always ready to just go in,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
That
think it was
killer
good
instinct.
for the Sivir Zillion lane to be pushing in the really hard to farm correctly into the
Yeah.
turret as Trist,
Oh
but
god, it's the worst.
gotta be ready for the engage.
Silas up 1 CS, but losing the overall trades here a little bit. Neither of them running teleport, so forcing a back early could be good. Zillion maybe baiting this out a little bit, but I think he's just going to go down, gets the Tristana
Oh,
reset.
man.
The
Trevor's going to be able to
reset.
pick that up. The polymorph, Lulu does not have flash, should go down. Maybe not, though. That slows huge to the E. The shield, can he get the Q? The red buff's not going to be enough with the potions running.
Oh
Tragedy
my goodness.
strikes.
Wow. Yeah. That's rough
Andrew's
too,
like,
because that was the call to bait.
Yeah.
Bait
yeah.
that in, and
Yep.
then it just
Oh, dude,
goes
just I don't know.
sideways.
Use your entire combo on the minions.
Yeah.
Maybe that's a little mean, but Zillion double bombing the
There we
wave as the bait
There we
is
go.
like, oh, perfect. Takes the fast back,
Oh,
too.
the execution.
Yeah, you get the kill in the fast back. Love to see it.
Perfect. All according to plan.
That's right.
Honestly, though, if he
Yeah.
didn't die there, Maokai was in a position where he could have roamed over and maybe killed him, so
Yep.
unironically
Yeah.
a good death.
Yeah.
I don't know if
one
he
there to
planned on
pick up.
dying there, but I think it was probably for the best.
Yeah. The wave still pushed up too, is so nice.
Silas has to be careful here. The E doesn't land because it actually throws out. Okay, Kali has to be careful here, like I was saying. Ignite does go down from Silas, but it's the flash from Kali.
This
Tristana
Tristana
jumping
just
in,
gonna be
Zillion is so
coming in
squishy at this
over
point in the
and
game. Maokai's
over
behind.
and over.
Hopefully he doesn't take it. Yeah, let Tristana get that. Again, KDA's Sivir's just gonna go ahead and kill him. No, I'm just kidding. KDA's, like I said, they've been playing forever, together, so they got that synergy.
Yeah.
Maokai comes in, makes sure he gets the assists and helps get him a little lower, but then it's like, alright, it's all yours.
Fester, are you taking notes? Make sure you watch that game later.
Yeah.
I think he noted how his 80k wasn't stuck behind something. And
Oh,
so,
okay. Got it.
Yeah, if my jungler ever gets a kill, I just kinda AFK, so
Yep, you just rage quit.
yeah.
It's the way to go.
He's 80ks, man.
So I guess we're just taking all the kills this game.
Well, Jesus.
My favorite is when we pull out the Draven and it's the 005 Draven. Oh,
Oh god.
looking over the pit.
Oh, nice bomb, but if that
close
had
to
been a
the
double
double
bomb, I
bomb.
think Lulu actually could have went down there, but Trevor was making me nervous there. He's got to be careful.
For the
He's
speed
still going
boost.
for it.
They are going to pick
Yeah,
up the
the Lulu.
Lulu, so that's good, but okay, they're pushing
The
in.
rest of these
Ooh, a
guys are
nice
looking-
double bomb. I don't know if there's
Wow.
going to be follow-up, though. Trist, oh my god.
Oh man, Trist,
Aggressive,
no.
I mean-
Oh. I mean,
Oh!
that's gotten kills before. It was.
It's
I
true.
mean, I
Close.
take that as a Kali. I go whatever worth. Nice double
Yeah,
bomb on
for
Silas,
sure.
but Flash E misses. Sivir just hanging on him. Does block the W, which actually stops the healing from happening because it doesn't count as the spell hitting. Allows him to
this
pick up that
is
Silas skill.
back and forth. Great plays all around, really.
Yeah, I love to see these scrappy games where a play goes wrong or something early, but teams don't stop from having their foot on the gas. They still keep trying to make stuff happen. I feel like you'll just
Absolutely.
lose if you just roll over after like one bad play, because if you're like me, you're gonna have a lot of bad plays. That shouldn't stop you from trying to make good ones. Sivir trying
Right.
here. Speaking of that, oh,
Exhaust.
2 for 1, but
It's
at least
enough.
they do get one.
Oh, yeah.
The true carry coming out on top, living at the end of the exchange.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
Lulu.
Lulu. Good job. Yeah, that. I mean, Nectaris's Tristana, no fear. Every time comes back in the lane, immediately
Yeah.
jumps on someone.
Someone's dying in the next 10 seconds.
Yeah.
We don't know who yet, but it's
Yeah.
gonna happen.
Might be both of us.
Yep.
Meanwhile, on top lane, we're still farming, feeling good.
The one lane with no kills, no assists, no deaths also happens to have 20 CS over everybody else,
Yeah.
or 30
Yeah.
in some cases.
Yeah.
As Reese would say, doing my part up here, guys. I got the 15 CS lead. Surely we're gonna win off that, right?
That's
It's,
right.
it's 6-8 and just a bloodbath everywhere.
Yeah.
That's what sucks
Another
about top lane like this. The 80 carries, yeah, they're dying a lot, but they have like 5 kills or whatever, so they're like hyper accelerated gold wise. But then they just shred through the
Exactly.
tank, and you're like, guys, I'm not even like not fed. I'm just not 5 kills fed.
Yeah.
Well, we got the dragon pickup coming in for KDA. Let's see if they can secure that one. Trevor on the top side means it's probably going to be a no-brainer.
Yeah.
We'll see if he goes for a dive on the Mundo, which would be risky, but no ult on him. We're looking at... Oh, wait, or Fiora, sorry. We're looking at Rift.
Yeah, for a second there, I thought he was counter jungling, but I was
Yeah, it was mixed
totally
up.
turning around. Yeah. Could still go for Rift or some top play here. It looks like that's what he's
Top play
going for
ulti
with the Blast
going.
Cone.
Sivir counter ultis and has spell shield that she decides probably isn't worth using there, I guess.
Good double bomb.
Goes
That
down.
is unfortunate, though.
It's tough because like you don't really see those Maokai ultis coming, you know. That's mean.
Yeah. Good.
I'm just sassy. I'm sorry.
You know,
like it.
yeah, you can't see that coming from
Yeah.
1,000 meters.
From
It's
the
just too
entire
fast.
river away.
That was a good cleanup by
It's-
Trevor.
Yeah, it was good to follow up on that play. I think it's the mentality of like, all right, I have Sivir ult, I got zillion
Yeah.
speed, I can outrun
I'm
this,
out,
right?
yeah.
No problem, I got it.
Yep. Like you just want to be like, oh, I'm gonna just waste the spell shield if I use it here. It's not gonna hit. I'll look ridiculous, and then it hits you and you die, and you're like, oh,
Such a
Darn.
long cooldown.
yeah.
Oh man.
I don't think they can dive here. Zillion isn't 6, so I guess it's.
Oh,
Oh, there's a world, but nice damage back from Sivir.
yeah.
Yep.
Also, the
Be a little
trades
careful
that
here.
they have
You don't have
with
spell shield, I
the
don't think of. They're going sicko mode. Oh my god.
yeah,
just
he's
going.
landing those.
They were
keys
playing like
left
they had
and
the
right.
whole team
Very
behind
good.
them there.
Yeah.
I respect it, but lordy. Oh, this
Uh-oh.
see this is where it goes
I've
wrong
seen
when you
this.
do
No.
that. Because you see their team isn't there.
Wow.
So you can't be doing that.
Yeah. Good flash to complete the kill, and yep.
They're looking for the dive on Zillion, who is not 6 yet. And he wisely speeds out.
Smart.
They might just get this due to Tristana being Tristana.
Yeah. I mean, 4 tower plates, and yeah, it looks like they are gonna get the full thing. That is a lot. Talk about accelerating the 80 carry.
Yeah,
I
I'm gonna look at
mean,
that gold quick. It's 6,600 to 3,500
Wow.
or 3,450, but yeah.
by far the
Another
most
massive lead in the
rich
bot lane.
person.
And this time
Yeah.
the jungle and mid are not matching the fedness. They're doing good, but they're not doing 7-3 good.
Yeah.
What's that?
And a full tower.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Was that 1,000 gold over the mid laner? Or no, double.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
so
Double
about
the
huge.
gold.
1,000 over, and then the jungle's like 800 or so.
Yeah.
As
If you're ulti going, Wukong's here to counter though.
Yeah.
Mundo's running. Gets the slow. Another knockup from Wukong. Oh, Mundo should have kept tanking though. Another shot at
no.
least. I think Trevor could have finished it off. Oh, Akali's gonna.
Yep.
Ooh,
So yep.
It's
he
just
could
a
have died in
domain.
turret. No, because close
Oh,
up.
nice.
Isaac, that thing was
Yeah.
cooking.
good spell shield.
Yeah, another good one there. Support getting some of that gold because of turrets and things and having all the assists too, so having the Shrelia is already really big.
And the
I
two
mean, double
kills.
mythic. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Good job, Lulu. Good job.
Yeah. Has been the sole survivor of a couple of these fights.
Yeah. I mean, the first one was earned. Good flash in and secure that.
Yeah, that
But,
one,
yeah.
you're right. That was a flash in kill, and then the other one was just the last person left.
Yeah.
I'm so surprised there wasn't a jump over that wall.
Yeah.
He's
I think it was the
being
right
a little,
call, but
yeah.
that's not what we've seen the entire early game.
Yeah.
I definitely think it could have been a full blow up there, but Zillion is 6 now. Can hopefully stop some of that from happening.
Stopping the reset will be pretty crucial in those team fights.
Yeah. Good job
Dragon.
moving the Trist to mid just to hit on another turret.
Yeah.
Even get some more plates before they drop
Yeah.
off too.
Yeah, if you can open up Triss to move around the map pre-14, like, she can just print money.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, that's definitely what's happening here. Another
Both
ult onto
ultis
Mundo.
used. Nice trade if you can stop the Fiora from getting that last
Then you
proc. This
get
might be a
the-
solo.
There we go.
There it is.
Oh,
And that was
wow,
the
nice.
Fiora, which was the R5 pick into Mundo 1-3, which of course Mundo's only got 1 kill. It has been jungle interaction as well. But if you get that last pick top lane, you definitely don't want to be in 1-3.
Yeah,
Counter.
that's a good play too. Just sitting on
I
that.
love when people do that against Fiora. You just
Yeah.
go,
Yeah.
all right, well, I know I win this fight if you don't get your full 4 procs. So.
Yeah,
And they beautifully get the Herald down right before these plates are dropping. They might even finish off that last plate. Kali going down here. Goes
Yeah,
with the Silas, and they do end up getting that full plating of the top lane turret. Gonna get another charge off this Herald more than likely as well.
That was a little interesting for Rowdy to flash to ult himself to ensure the knockup. I think that was a little unnecessary.
it was,
Yeah, but
but
it's
I like
style
seeing
points.
it. Yeah, for sure, style point.
Is anything necessary?
That is true.
Yeah.
Nice,
See
nice
if
skill.
it-
So Fiora's
gets it
picking some
back,
up
yeah.
here.
Uh,
Gets the bonk.
yeah. That's happened a couple times. Phileas there, the get a kill on the Mundo, but jungler's still there, so
Yeah.
Always hovering.
yeah.
First item Warmogs. I don't know about
Interesting. Is that enough? Getting the
that. Let me
The
double
little
check.
six
I think
bonus.
it is, but they lowered it to what? Oh, 1100 actually. So, but yeah, with this it's just enough. So, I don't know,
Okay.
whatever from runes and stuff. He's got 1395, but I still don't. Okay, I guess it's good until like Warmogs is good into split pushers though, because you can like clear the wave outside of like turret range, so they can't hit the turret and just soak their damage, and then just go heal up between waves and just repeat forever.
That's
You know,
true.
like Fiora
Yeah.
and Trin and stuff, they just want to hit the turret while you're clearing the wave, so you just go, nah, dude, I'm just gonna tank you in the wave, clear it. I'll be like quarter health, but I'm just gonna walk back and be full for the next wave, and then I'm just gonna repeat until the game's over. You know, one of us.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not fun, but it's like that's what you got to do against these split pushers. I don't think a lot of
For
people
sure.
do that. Warmog's techs, I actually do respect it, especially if that's the thought process. We'll see how he plays with it.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I like the thought process there.
Yeah.
I don't
Feeling
think
aggressive.
most people equate fun and top lane together, but
Right.
Yeah, that's unfortunate right
Something
now.
ain't right
but-
about those top laners, dude.
no wonder Reese is always trying to lane swap with Game Linker.
Yeah. I just think, maybe I got some good AD carries down this game. So. Oh, nice to burn the Tristana
Oh.
flash there. Not
Yeah.
bad with the Akali E landing and those double bombs going to land for sure. Definitely threatened to just getting one shot there. Picking up
For
another turret
sure.
spot. The goal's
Good to
actually
trade since
pretty
they're
even.
losing that top turret either way.
I
Should
do
be
have
able
to,
to pick up Fiora here, bonk. They're
yeah.
getting Herald up top though. No Drake to take for another 2 minutes 20 seconds, and if you're Elm, you definitely want to start trying to contest some of these Drakes. It gets scary if you ever give a team, that soul point or
Yeah.
obviously soul, but once you have to be forced to contest them all. That's
Oh
rough.
no.
At the jump, got the Zillion ult.
But I don't think it's gonna get procced. It is.
I do feel bad. We talked about Elias not having fun in this top lane, and he goes bot, and the jungler is still there,
Yep.
but his team gets rift for it.
They might
so-
be pushing in our
Hun-
inhib turret, but we did kill Fiora, so
Exactly. Yeah.
we're
She's had it for a while, but Trist having IE already,
yeah.
I think he had it around 15 minutes
I'll check in on
I
that
mean,
gold again.
just
Yeah, already up
insane.
to another BF sword if she wanted it or whatever. She ends up
Nearly
holding there.
double the
10K
gold of the
gold,
enemy
yeah.
AD carry.
By
That's
far
insane.
the most fed member in the game. Next being
Yeah.
Trevor, and he's 1,200 gold, or sorry, 2,000. I don't know.
Yeah, a lot of gold.
2,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2,000 gold
Yeah,
behind.
2000. Yeah. Yeah, that's just insane.
Yep.
I know some people like the IE, some people like
I was just gonna bring that up.
Navori.
Yeah. I was gonna
Yeah.
see what you guys considered better.
I definitely prefer the Navori on Trist. I think it's really, really strong to also amplify the damage for her
Yeah.
bomb.
Yeah. And then
Honestly,
get
oh
the
yeah,
reset for the attack speed.
Steroid,
Great
yep.
too.
And
Yeah.
bomb again.
I think the Navori's probably better. I used to like Tristana a lot, but I've played her a little bit recently, especially after the Navari build is starting to be a thing. And Champ felt just like not that fun to me. I don't know. I used to
Yeah,
love her,
that's
so I don't
fair.
know why.
That's fair.
Just like all of a sudden, like, eh. Granted, it was only a
Yeah.
couple games, but I was even like doing well and pretty fed in them. But I was still just like, rather
This
be
one
playing
isn't
a
it.
bunch of other people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, if she was just like absurdly good, obviously I'd just play her anyways. But
Yeah.
I think she's
I
good,
there's
but I
a-
don't think she's like S plus or anything special. Like she's good, but not like need to play her.
I think there's a lot of
Agreed.
good ADCs right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the main thing. Like, you could definitely pick your poison on a lot of AD
Yeah.
carries right now.
Yeah.
They're very good.
We've got the engage on the Sivir. Pulling
Good
the Sivir
ult.
ult and her spell shield already.
Walks into the sapling, slowed though, just
Oh,
gunned down.
no.
Oh, the heal! Just barely living.
Just enough.
Akali looking here, but
That's the Zillion ult as well, though.
Oh, this is gonna
Elias
go in
out
on
of
it.
position.
Maokai ult comes
does the
behind.
full damage combo into the riposte.
Staying alive for a long
Silas-
time.
Silas has Wukong R, okay.
I think that was Lulu ult to get.
If
Oh,
they can get
see,
this Drake, that would be huge.
Yeah. They do have. They're
They still
down
have
lots of
Akali
health,
R,
but
but-
they have the man advantage here.
Yeah. Unfortunately, yeah, Akali's low and no Zanya's, so it would be really tough to get a good ult off here.
Yeah, for sure.
Kind of feels bad because you do get the kill, but still not in a position to really fight.
Yeah.
What's that?
Both sides hesitating though a little bit.
The saplings are gonna hit him as they go back into Tribrush. Take out a little more with the health.
See, that's why I'm like, I don't get why, which again, maybe it's just different people. Obviously, it's just different reads and stuff, but I'm surprised that Maokai was like, what, like red 3 or something on this
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
draft? Like, I don't know. He's been my rage ban since people started doing that stupid Demonic Embrace first build. Just like insta-man him.
Yeah.
Like, I guess I just can't walk into bushes for this entire game without getting half shot.
Right. And even just the vision that it provides is really big for.
Yeah, and if you
Yeah.
don't even include the parts that make it frustrating, it's just good.
Yeah,
yep.
exactly.
Looks like everyone's switching their focus, looking ahead at a Baron now.
Old Baron.
Yeah.
And again, the gold's close, but we do have a 3 Drake lead that's obviously providing, yeah, I don't know the estimation for those Drakes, but, a good amount of gold and stats.
For sure. Yeah, I was gonna say 3K is not the worst
Yeah.
for 20 minutes. It is a lot for 20 minutes, but it's not the worst.
Not
That little bit of-
insurmountable by any means, yeah.
Yeah, but those 3 dragons definitely mean
Push
a
it.
lot.
Yeah. And,
now it's
the
one of
gold's where you
those-
want it with that Tristana, too.
Yeah, for sure. And now it's the play of like, okay, well, we could take Soul if it's up, or we'll trade this dragon for a Baron, and we'll get more towers pushed down. Lots of options there. So, but push Fiora. Yeah, this
Fight going
matchup's
on
going
over
now.
here. Whenever it switches over to, so this is probably a bad time to bring this up since there's a fight happening, but when it's like quickly switches to Maokai on that skin, I keep thinking Malphite immediately.
Yes, me too.
I do
Oh,
too.
thank God it's not just me.
No,
Like, why is there a
100%
Malphite here?
thinking. Yeah.
That
Okay.
was a deep dive by the Akali.
Yeah.
Zillion ult's already used.
Honestly, it was a good pick to start off getting the Silas, and then they just went
Yep.
too far with it.
Wanted to push it a little further, which I get, but It's tough to do
Yeah.
that into something like Maokai, where normally Akali can kind of like dodge out his CC and stuff, but Maokai just goes nope, W.
Yeah. And is this a Baron start from KDA?
I think at the very least they try to force a fight off it. Silas is coming back.
Yeah.
Worst case, they probably get a kill or two and leave. And well, I guess worst case they just
Looks
leave
like
without a
they're
kill.
Yeah, looks like they're yeah.
I guess worst case would have been they all get wiped in a bad fight, but
True. No, I think that was like a good test. Like, if
Yeah.
they don't respond, we get a free Baron here.
Yeah.
But if not, all right, we're gonna reset, go back on the
Yeah.
map.
Not much cost to it.
Yeah. 2 minutes on the dragon, which will be.
This is a
They
classic
have all
Trevor
the
too,
power.
pinging the bounties, and I've watched a lot of VODs from his perspective. I've played with him a lot. It's not like a, like a tilted like, oh my god, dude, she's so fat. He's always like looking for ways to get back into the game. He keeps it really cool at it. So that's like, hey guys, we can get 1,000 gold if we kill her. Like we gotta find that. If we can get that pick, like we're in it. Don't worry. Like, so that's what I always like. That's what I like. I probably bring this up a good amount more than I should, but yeah, I just think it's really important. Like, I think soft skills are so underrated in the league. Like, to be able to just like keep a cool head and keep team mentality good, and like
For
I don't know.
sure.
I think the teams that like play even maybe a little worse mechanically than some teams, but like everyone's like on the same page and it's like a good. Everyone's like, just trying their best. Like everyone's like keeping a cool head. Like I don't know. I feel like those teams just have the edge naturally because they're just mental's like half the battle.
Absolutely.
100% agree with that. Yeah.
Yep. That makes a huge difference.
Yeah, that's why I think he's a really good captain.
Yeah.
It's good to have. That's why I wish more, which I get why they don't, but that's why I wish more teams would stream their perspectives. I love watching that stuff. But I know, like, some of it's like, well, we don't want to worry about, like, what we're saying, and also, like, you give away stuff, and it's like, I totally get it. But, like, selfishly, I'm like, man, I would love if everyone streamed from their
Yeah,
side.
that is true. Yeah.
But I obviously
I guess
get
you
it.
do it sometimes too.
I haven't this season,
year.
but
Yeah, I remember
normally I do.
before we played y'all in playoffs, we were watching all of your past perspective games as research.
Well,
I bet you found some interesting stuff.
Yeah, I was, gonna say,
Was
I
there any
like
send me on my
watching
way?
I don't know if I remember that one.
That song
I
where we're
remember
just
watching.
blasting it?
Yeah, I remember watching your fiddlestick mid, and you're like, you just like 30 seconds before, you're like, all right, watch this, and then like sit in the bush, and then just ult blindly but kill 5 people. I'm like, all right,
Amazing.
I don't want to see that in our
The
games,
middle
so-
sticks.
Yeah,
Those are good
I
times.
don't know if y'all pulled it out much more, but I thought it was like, okay,
got-
that was insane.
Middle sticks,
Huge engage.
unironically, like,
Yeah,
oh yeah, really good engage here. We'll get back to that. The fight looking pretty even. Trevor getting low, but the Zillion ult on him. He goes down, but does proc the Fiora ult. She's healing up, and Akali running away, but Mundo's just in there tanking it. Oh, Akali might die to that bomb, though. Dashes away with her second R, but goes down. Maokai should be going down here. Gets the shred up. Yeah, it goes down. But
Yeah.
the Lulu and the Tristana, if you're going to have 2 members up to fight off this Drake, it's them. But I don't think you go for it because
no.
it's their first Drake. It's not a big deal. But this is exactly what Elm needed is, give me that 5-minute breather. Let me
Yeah.
chill for a
I
little
thought-
bit.
Connor just had a good engage using the Wukong ult, but then just turned around and it seemed like Triss had to deal with the Akali, but had a really hard time getting in there, and that's the Fed member, so if she can't full on fight with the team, that's good play by Elm to pull that one back.
Yeah, and Akali's not going to have that full Zanya's for a little bit here. Just sitting on 300 gold right now, so can't finish it up, and that's going to be really important in these fights because you want to be able to get that R2 off. Going to cancel this, but this is a risky
Can he
one.
take it?
This is quite risky. If he had his ult, I'd say yes. But
Right,
Yeah.
and I think it just came up. Yeah.
Got the Tristol at least.
Yep.
I mean, not nothing. Maybe
No.
could have gotten a flash or something, but I think that was completely worth.
Yeah.
Like you said, Trevor always looking for those bounties. And,
Absolutely. Oh, yeah, if he would have picked that up, like... But again, which, I mean, he couldn't because she's going to complete her back, but if he could have waited even another 2 seconds, he'd have probably had ult and been able to cancel her jump, and
Right. Yeah.
and probably does get that kill. So, and I mean, he's fed too. So I mean, if he gets that 1,000 gold, he's gonna be closer to caught up to her, 1,500 instead of 2,500. But
Do you get player of the week even if you lose? Because he's having another pop-off game.
See, I think
mean, it is looking good.
I haven't like checked that on all of them, but I'm fairly certain you can. And if you can't, I think you should be able to.
Yeah.
I
yeah.
agree.
I think it's almost more impressive to be like looking good when you're losing, because it's easy to look good when you're just. Which I mean, Nectarich is doing awesome this game, and his team, it's 16-17. It's like this game, he's looking awesome. But like in a game where it's like 30-3 or something, like it's like whatever. You were 15-1, like it's like that's just like obviously you had to get there somehow, and that's like good. But like if you're just stomping, it seems less impressive to me than like a game like this where it's been neck and neck and. Like Nectarich and Trevor still have really good score lines and are just.
Oh, he
the
steals it!
steal.
Yeah, that's a classic, and
It's-
he might even.
I
He's certainly
did
gonna.
not.
Are they just leaving him?
That-
He's just gonna Baron recall out.
The Tristana
Oh!
saving
Oh my
him.
goodness.
Oh, but there's a ward here. Run!
Oh, sneaky.
You don't run
Can
away
he get
from
out?
the Fiora late game though. He's healing up a bit, but yeah.
His ocean's ticking.
Oh my,
Oh,
good
the-
trade back, but I think it's just. Yeah.
That was a good try.
Oh, gets the shutdown.
Mundo
man,
just head
they-
button.
Nice.
He doesn't care. He should probably care,
No.
but he doesn't care.
He's gonna say, I'm gonna get this for the team. Oh, but
No.
it doesn't. Oh
And
man.
he's pinging it. He's ticked.
Yeah, sad day. I mean, KDA tried really hard to keep Trevor out of the pit. That was flashes, that was
Yep.
old, that was everything to get in there. But fantastic job to get in there
Absolutely.
and do it.
Yeah, he's notorious for managing to get in there and steal objectives.
For sure.
And really, at this point, it's anyone's game. I mean, yeah, they're still up gold and 2 Drakes, but they got that Baron
Yeah.
buff rolling for a little bit, and Drake will be up in a minute 25. So if they
Yeah.
can use the Baron to, get pressure for that, then it gives them another 5 minutes, and I don't think either team has a distinct scaling advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Triss is on 4 items with a
Yeah.
stopwatch
Oh,
this
yeah.
time.
And that's
So-
important. She knows the next fight's going to be very decisive, so because it
Yeah, I
can just be
think
soul for
that's-
them. So I think it's good to have that stopwatch there.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, but kind of gets cut out here.
Let's have the Lulu. So I think they actually are just going to kill Trevor, and
Nice.
it's going to
Oh,
be.
no.
Yeah.
Bad news with a minute on
Yep.
the dragon and continuing to reset.
Yeah, that's
They
tough.
They should be able to at the very least get mid inhib here, and then probably just turn it into soul if they don't get another pick. Akali's going to finish
Yep.
off that bot inhib, but it's something I guess. But yeah, I like this
Right.
call. Don't get me wrong. Like it's good to we just got wiped there. Try to get something back. Still, Ari's going to go down.
Yeah.
And
Are
this
they pushing
could just be an
for a
end.
win? Yeah, I think it might be.
Akali's got to get back, but Fiora's not going to let it happen.
Moondir
Fiora
does
might
get the
die,
daze,
but like that's worth it because you win now. So
Yep.
yeah, 100%.
I guess Fiora does have the Baron recall though, so there's hope. Trevor's back, but again, I think even best case here they hold it off, but then red team just goes and gets the
Grabs
KDA
the
goes and
soul.
gets the soul. So it's like we did it. They got soul.
Hey, Trevor's up. It's
Yeah, I mean,
it's not
they
free
don't-
yet.
Yeah, they don't for sure have it, but like.
Yeah, no, you're definitely
It's
right.
going to be a tough one to stop if they don't just push to end here. And I think if I was them, I would just go get Soul because it should be free. And now they've over overstaying a bit. Once
Yeah.
Trevor
Up
and
the Soul
Bradley were
this
both
way.
there, I think you just back up and get Soul. It looks like it's going to work out for him, but yeah, this was riskier than it had to be. But obviously whatever, it worked out good.
Yeah.
But this is like the one way you do kind of throw it back.
Right.
I think the wasn't able to get on Tristana, the key target there, and because of that,
Yeah,
just
Nectarich
was
playing
able to free
out of his
fire.
mind. Yeah, but I mean, just a great player, so I guess kind of expected, but
Right,
still good to see the good performance out of the player that you expect it from.
for sure.
It's hard to win these team fights when Saber doesn't have IE or Navora yet at this point.
Also,
Yeah.
worth pointing out, just because I think it's a really cool, good trait to have, is Nectaries just seems like a good bloke too. Because when we tied them, the only win we had this season, he said we outplayed him, we outgamed him, and I was like, that's nice to see when people are humble too. And he's clearly a very,
Yes.
very stellar player, but still is not like, yeah, whatever. I'm just shit on everyone, which is also
Yeah.
fun. But it's nice.
That is-
I always like to see people being humble.
Yeah.
Like, it's just cool.
I like the comment as Alea said GG easy at the end with the Nexus exploding, so very
Yeah,
timing
yeah,
appropriate.
right. It's like the duality of man.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, when you get tilted top lane because the jungle's there, even
Yeah.
when your team's taking rift, you gotta call it.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
you
No, I
got
mean,
me.
I get it. Top, like you said, top lane, like those people are messed up. I don't know why they play that wrong.
I don't know who goes
Agreed.
It's
top.
almost as
That's
bad as
crazy.
junglers.
Almost.
Every role sucks except mine.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
Whatever role you're currently in.
Yup. Well, thanks
Oh,
for
man.
casting with me, boys. Appreciate it.
No,
It was a
thanks
fun
for
time.
hosting it. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no problem. Thanks
glad
for
we got
watching,
that
everyone.
series, and that was a really, really good one, back and
Yeah.
forth, both
Now I can
games.
update my client and
Yeah, now we can play some games.
yeah,
Yeah.
hate my life and play League of Legends.
It's gonna be the best.
Yeah, just can't
All
wait.
right.
All right.